Hey folks, it's Brad LaDrew here at Western GM in Drumheller, Alberta, Canada, and today we're looking at the all-new redesigned 2019 Chevrolet Silverado. And this is the top dog, the big boy, the high country, the king of luxury, the king of Chevrolet and trucks. We love it. So in the new high country, you have three engine choices: a 5.3-liter Ecotec 3 V8, 355 horsepower, 383 foot-pounds of torque, and that's with an 8-speed automatic, or you can go to the big boy, the 6.2 liter. You can see the emblems on the hood like this one, which is an Ecotec 3 V8 as well. Again, with dynamic fuel management, 420 horsepower, 460 foot-pounds of torque. Let's just pop the hood here, show you inside the engine cavity, the engine compartment. And you can see, you can always look at the air box to see it's a 6.2 liter. Now, the old outgoing V8 had, whether it was a 5.3 or a 6.2, it had what was called active fuel management. And active fuel management had had two cylinder patterns, V8 or V4. So it would switch from V8 to V4 depending on the conditions. The new dynamic fuel management system has up to 17 different cylinder patterns. So again, optimizing your fuel economy, optimizing your power and your torque, that sort of stuff, depending on highway driving, cruising, around town, that sort of stuff. It has up to 17 patterns. So that's the newest and latest technology. And of course, everybody wants to know, and we do have all the official numbers now from General Motors. We have a 3.0 liter Duramax diesel, inline 6-cylinder, 282 horsepower, 450 foot-pounds of torque, and again with a 10-speed automatic transmission. And that's official numbers from GM. Now, looking at this high country, great design, great change. They just made some really beautiful updates when they redesigned this truck. Really nice change. All the LED headlights, headlights, fog lights, daytime running lights, LED tail lights in the back as well. As I stumble over my words, again, being a high country, you can see you've got the front sonar park assist sensors, and then you've got the new front end. So you can see high country imprinted in the grille, which looks sharp. And then if you look at this, you can see you've got this exclusive to high country, this bronze alloy on the grille as well. Now, again, when air hits the front of this bumper, you can see here, the air channels or gets channeled around, and the air goes in through here and comes out. Again, giving you better aerodynamics, better fuel economy. We know this truck is up to 450 pounds lighter. This truck, again, with the use of aluminum. So in the past, we used to have aluminum hood. Now we've got aluminum tailgate. And because the 4 doors are bolt-on, we now have aluminum doors. Everything else, the fenders, the box, the chassis is all mixed materials, mixed steel, high tensile, all that sort of stuff. And now we can take a look. Great body lines. Let's move on down. You can see we've got the 20-inch with the all-terrain tire. And again, that's standard on the high country. You can get what's called a high country deluxe package, and that would give you a 22-inch wheel, and it would change it from an all-terrain tire to an all-season tire. You can see we got the mud flap here as well. Looking down low, you can see you got the rubberized coating all the way along the body, the whole way down. You can see GM, again, this has the optional boards, but GM knows that we're going to get some rock chips and stuff like that over time, so they put this plastic grommet here. Same thing, you can see the pebbling, the texturing here of this undercoat that's painted. And again, you've got another air dam right here as well. You can see the new board, the new 6-inch GM oval board, extends further than it did in the past. The old one used to end about here, and now it ends here, so you can put your foot down here. A lot easier to get in and reach something in the box of your truck. Of course, everybody loves the fact that we got a G80 auto locking differential, and that hasn't changed. You can see it under here. The Rancho shock as well, because it's got the Z71 package, the Z71. And again, I'm going to back out a little bit here. You can see all the new rear end. And I mean, this thing looks just phenomenal. Apologize, my hand is a little shaky here. You've got integrated exhaust for the first time, dual exhaust system. You can see also the 4 sonar assist park sensors back here as well. We've got new with your obviously push button start, your keyless entry system here. And if you double tap, you've got your power down tailgate. The new corner step, which is in the outgoing model. Now this is bigger. a bigger opening, maybe steel toe boots, that sort of stuff, easier to get in. Again, put your foot there, put your hand right there, and now you're in the box of your truck. You can see we got the factory spray and liner. And again, you look at every corner here, you've got 1, 2, 3 tie down hooks rated 250 pounds on each one. And you've got, so that's 12 tie downs. You can see the plastic covers here. So 1, 2, 3, same thing in the front. So you got the plastic covers there. You can have the optional tie down hooks as well. You got the box lights inside the box right here. And down here, you've got a power outlet. So again, you want to recharge your rechargeable batteries, that sort of stuff on the job site. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And again, we've got a world's first for us as well. Double tap and hold. And you've got your power up tailgate. Now inside the vehicle on the dash, you've got a button that would control all of this the same as well, which is really awesome. Love the new the tail lights here. Again, I mentioned before, they're all LEDs as well. Moving on over, capless fuel door. And again, if it was the Duramax diesel, you'd have the DEF tank right here. Now, I apologize, the sun is wreaking a little bit of havoc here on us. So here we are, we're in Canada. One of the things people love is we've got the floor liners. So again, these are the GM floor liners. You can see how they interconnect in the middle. They're super awesome. Again, they contour really, really nice around everywhere. We put those in, they're a must for Canada. You got a lot of snow melting, that sort of stuff. You see you got a little bit of cargo management back here. The new Silverado has a little plug-in at the front bumper, so to plug in your block heater cord. Again, we're in Canada. Yes, we use a block heater cord because it gets cold here wintertime. Okay, you can see the new rear seat. The back of this truck is about 4 inches bigger than it was before. So actually 4.5 inches. See, nice little cargo management system back here as well. Love that. And again, say you don't have people sitting in the back, you want to fold down these headrests for a little bit better visibility. Super easy. I'm going to pop back out real quick. Oh, and I should mention, of course, we've got the heated rear seats in this truck now. We didn't have the heated leather in the back, now we do. You can see you've got USB-C for fast charging, a normal USB, and an old style power plug-in as well. Now, when we look at the box of your truck, again, the business end of your truck, this is all about capabilities. So, again, 3 engine choices in this truck. So we're talking about a short box, a short crew cab 4x4. If this was the 5.3 liter, you're looking at about 1,900 pounds of payload and up to 11.4 towing. This happens to be the 6.2 liter, so you've got about 1,670 pounds of payload or weight you can have in the back of the truck. Again, this has got the spray liner and the board, so that's already factored into that number because it's from the factory. And also, you can look at the and 12,100 pounds towing. And we do have official numbers on the Duramax diesel, and we're talking 1,900 pounds of payload and 9,300 pounds of towing. So there you go, got some new numbers. Moving on over, you can see you got the proximity sensors on the door. You just touch once, unlocks the door. Touch, double tap it, unlocks all 4 doors. Moving inside, you can see my shadow of my head here. So again, if you can camera focuses here, you can see a really nice soft touch materials. It's even soft touch here on all the different door trims. Real wood, it's nice chrome accenting here as well. You can see you've got your power door locks, your power memory seat settings. You've got your power folding mirror button here as well. Moving on inside, you've got your 10-way power driver's and passenger seat. You can see we've got high country on the door sill. And again, this truck has the optional Z71 package, and that gives you the Rancho shocks, gives you, again, for Alberta here, we got a lot of gravel roads, your high density air filter. So really important for dusty roads, and also gives you hill descent control. Now moving and looking at these seats, so this is the jet black and the new Umber interior. So it's a two-toned interior. And I really like what they've done with these seats, and I don't want the sun to ruin this for me. But you can see there's different textures. You can look at this. This feels different than this. And then you've got the perforated, heated and cooled driver's captain's chairs. And again, the high country in the headrest there as well. Stitching looks really, really nice. Now, I don't need to say this, I suppose, but you've got 100 years of Chevrolet on the road. And with this new truck, General Motors didn't want to leave any stone unturned. So they spent $11 million kilometers, or they put 11 million kilometers behind the wheel of this new chassis. And some of the things they've done with this truck are quite, like I said, quite incredible. The weight reduction, it's taller, it's wider, it's got a longer wheelbase, it's got best-in-class storage in the back of the truck, stuff like that. But there's another big thing they've done. So here you've got your four-wheel drive system. So again, if we hit auto, we'll look over here on the dash, and you'll see it change from 2 to auto, and then we can turn it to 4 high, and you'll see it shift here as well. Now, another thing here, they have this jog dial. So when you turn this jog dial, you'll see a sub-menu come up called drive mode. So again, touring is your normal everyday sort of driving. And then you've got your sport, off-road, and your tow haul mode. And again, when you go into sport mode or into your tow haul mode, it changes the dampening on your steering. It changes the shift points in your transmission again, so it's smoother, more responsive, that sort of stuff, depending on how you want to drive it. So again, if you want to impress your friends, you're in sport mode. You're up in the mountains, you're in a lot of gravel, a lot of snow, you're going to put it in the off-road mode. Or if you're towing your trailer behind you, that's the mode you want to have it in. Okay? Now moving on over to the center stack, there's lots to talk about. I apologize, this video is going to be a little bit long today. So of course I mentioned outside you got the push button start. You've got your trailer brake controller right here, and again you just squeeze it, plus minus, set it. Now some guys don't know how to use trailer brake controllers. If your trailer has it, this is really neat option. So you want to get onto a level surface, like a level parking lot like ours, hook up your trailer, and you want to just put it in drive and let the truck pull it ahead a little bit, and then you want to adjust, so plus 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 until you feel your trailer brakes grab, and then you want to back it off, and every time you push this, it's a 0.5. Okay, you can see right here. So you want to back it off, say 1 whole point, so a 0.5 times 2, which is 1. And again, that way when you apply your brakes and your trailering, your trailer brakes are going to engage, and it's not going to be just your truck doing all the work, okay? Your truck's brakes, I should say. You can see here we got heated leather, like I said, seats. That's your back and bum, 3 levels of heat, and also this is just your back, or you can have your air conditioned, your cooled seats going as well. You've got your dual zone automatic climate control. And then moving along this line, you've got your lane departure warning and your lane keep assist, where the steering wheel physically will steer you back into the lane. It uses the front camera system. It measures the reflective paint on the center line and the shoulder line to help steer you back into your lane. And if it gets too extreme, it'll give you your safety alert seat in this vehicle will vibrate. You'll hear an audible, and you'll see a visual flash up here as well. You can see this truck has heads-up display, and you'll see a big red flash come up along that as well when you see some of that, say, pedestrian braking, or your forward collision alert and your forward automatic braking. So really, really neat stuff. You've got your front and rear park assist sensors, the ones that I mentioned before, beep, 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 beep. You can disable those. All the modern vehicles now, you have automatic start-stop technology, so you can see right here. So when you go to an intersection, it'll turn off your vehicle if the conditions are right. And again, if you're towing a trailer, it won't do that system. When you're in this trailer mode like we are right here now, it won't turn off your vehicle ever. But let's say you just don't want it off because it's wintertime, or you're doing a lot of start-stop and you don't want it kicking in and out all the time, just turn it off. That's the button I mentioned outside about handling your power tailgate yourself. Hazard lights, traction stability control, your box light power button here, and that's your hill descent control. You can also see you've got your USB-C for fast charging, normal USB, an old style power outlet, and again another power plug-in. You got a charging mat down here as well. Big console. Again, you can see the chrome, see the real wood on this. It looks really, really nice. I'll try to zoom in here, sorry. And keeping with that bronze alloy look on the outside, you can see right here on the steering wheel, all this accent all around the dash is also that same bronze alloy. It looks very, very nice. Again, exclusive to High Country. Looking at your center armrest console here, you can see you got a really large, deep console. You got your SD card navigation system, another USB-C, another USB, and an old style auxiliary port as well. Maybe you've got one of those old iPods like from Wally you're still using. Another thing you have here, moving on up, you'll see my head here in a second. So your rear view mirror is an example. So if we flick this little button here now, it goes from being just a normal rear view mirror to a panoramic rear view mirror camera. And again, you can push this button here, and that's the light or you can adjust the zoom. So you can zoom in a bit, or you can zoom it out, giving you better visibility. And you can have that on all the time. If you're not liking it, just flick the button and there you go. But I love the fact that it's almost a bezel-less design. It's really, really sharp looking. And it's really nice when you're driving and you're in, say, 4-lane traffic. I find it fantastic. Moving up here, you can see you've got your HomeLink garage door opener, programmed 3 different garage door openers. You've got your power sunroof here as well. Fantastic. And of course, let's close this up. Moving on down here, you've got your infotainment system. And again, everybody loved the old system in the old trucks. It was fantastic. It was very quick. It was very intuitive. And GM has just improved upon it. It's colorful. You've got a new split screen display now as well. You can see again, it's still super intuitive. It's very fast. There's no lag. There's no, like, whatever, some people talk about lag in these systems from other manufacturers, and you can see that's not the case with us. You can, again, take care of your climate control here. There's a home button here. There's also a home button right here. It doesn't matter which one you push, you just go back home. Something else that's a world's first, the truck comes with 4 tire pressure monitoring systems for your trailer. It'll let you know if you've got a bad wheel bearing. It'll tell you right on this display your tire pressure of your truck and your trailer, which is fantastic. You can have multiple profiles set up for multiple trailers, so you know what's going on, and you can do a checklist to test the lights and the brakes before you leave. And also you can do that with your phone outside the truck if you don't want to be inside the truck doing it. You can do it with your My Chevrolet app on your phone, which is just, again, game changing. Moving on over here, you've got your camera system. And again, I said this is a high definition display, and you also have high definition cameras. You can see your panoramic camera here, your bird's eye view camera. And also you can see you can touch this. So right now that's our forward facing camera. We can touch it and we can go back. Let's say we're going to hook up to our trailer. We want to look right down at that ball. We touch this button and you can see your trailer hitch right there. And again, if we have the ball connected, again, lots of things done with this truck, thinking about, you know, the business professional, the person who's towing lots, that sort of stuff. All about safety, all about towing it better than anything else before it. And like I said, GM has done a fantastic job with this redesign. You've got, again, a lighter, stronger truck. You've got all kinds of advanced safety technologies. And I mean, I can get into all that and it's going to take another 5 or 10 minutes of talking, and I don't really want to do that. So that's kind of getting towards the end of our video today. You can see your charging mat down here. I'm trying to think about if I forgot anything. I mentioned Bose premium audio system, a nice little storage area up here. You can look in the dash. Lots of extra storage as well. And you know what? We've got more of these high countries coming in. I'd invite you to come down and test drive this vehicle. If you're not in Canada, if you're not in Alberta, that's fine. You know, this video is for you guys as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go down to your local Chev dealer, take this thing for a drive. And honestly, you need to play with this button right here, this jog dial. And you drive this truck in touring mode. You just, you know, go for a 10-minute drive and then come back the exact same way you left and put it into your sport mode. And this truck literally feels and drives differently. Everything from your suspension to your steering to your shift points of your transmission are different. It feels so different and again, so much more powerful. It's quite impressive. So I'd encourage you to come on down and check it out. And I'm just going to pop it one more time. And this color, if you're wondering, is the all-new Satin Steel Metallic, new for 2019. There you go, folks. 2019 Chevrolet High Country. Again, all kinds of technology. And then old technology, like I said, your G80 auto-locking differential. No button to push. One of those back wheels starts to spin. It'll lock both wheels, they'll spin in unison. The other guys, Fords, Rams, they got to pull a dial on the dash to do that. And ours is just automatic. It's just there taking care of you, whether it's a four-wheel drive or not. In four-wheel drive or not, I should say. But there you go, folks. Have a great day.